Welcome back to another episode of the Inquisitive Mamba podcast. This is episode 146. I hope everyone is having a great day, great night, wherever you are around the world. NHL Stanley Cup final tomorrow night, the Edmonton Oilers versus the Florida Panthers. The NBA Finals Thursday night, the Indiana Pacers versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. On today's show for the Inquisitive Mamba podcast, our guest is Prince Hudda. If you don't know who Prince Hudda is, he does sports, pop culture, and entertainment content. He resides in Toronto. He's wearing a hideous Maple Leafs hat right now as we speak. He has been going through it. He texted me a couple days ago and he said, I don't know, man. I don't know who to root for. The Panthers, the Oilers. I don't want to root for either team. So it's great to have him back on the show. We had him back on the show. We had him on the show back in March, and it's great to have him back on. So welcome back, my friend.
Thanks for having me. It has been a while. I mean, we talk a lot off camera, but
we do.
I mean, I think the first thing is congrats on your Gators for the national championship. It's been that long. Yeah.
I know. Thank you. That feels great. I haven't, I feel like I still haven't, it hasn't hit me yet that it's like we won. You know, I just been buying all the merch and all the stuff, and I got some hats behind me, some Gator pajamas here. I mean, actually, you know what?
What else?
I got the hat right here.
There it is. There it is.
So, I have the hat right there as well. And, you know, my friends have given me shit for it because they're like, oh my gosh, you've been buying so much merch. Yeah. But thank you for that. It feels good. Hey, who knows? They could go back to back. You never know. They rebolstered that roster, getting back some of the guys that nobody thought they would get back. They got some guys in the transfer portal as well. Don't really have to say names. If you want me to, I can. But yeah, feeling great, man. It's great. Nice summer championship win here, especially from going to school there. So it felt really good.
How long ago did you go to school there?
3 years ago, coming up.
Cool.
So so roughly 2.5. August of this year will be 3. So it feels like it time has flew by, man. It's crazy to really think about. It really is. But
That's
hey,
sweet.
Winning that national championship was amazing. I mean, nobody thought we were going to be able to do it just because, you know, Duke, Houston, of course. And then when we won, it was just amazing. It was a great feeling.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I did a bracket challenge. I had Gators to win, so I was pretty happy about that too.
I this year I did pick us. I mean, I had a really strong feeling. I was just like, you can never be certain because it's March Madness. Like, you never know. You just never know. But it did feel good. But let's talk about your Toronto Maple Leafs. Before we even get into the show, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button on YouTube, the Inquisitive Mamba podcast. Make sure to follow Prince Hudda's Instagram at the Prince Hudda, as well as his TikTok, Prince Hudda, on there as well. He has a YouTube as well. And make sure to hit that follow button on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. And our TikTok as well, the Inquisitive Mamba pod. But after that, we got to talk about your Toronto Maple Leafs. We just have to, because like I've been waiting for this. I'm so glad you reminded me last week because I completely forgot. But I know the elephant in the room we have to address is Mitch Marner. Is he coming back? Like what? What? Like
So initially I was like, get rid of this guy. I totally understand, tear it down, but I mean, it's been a few weeks to kind of process it now, and obviously like different emotions going through.
Yeah.
I'm in the minority camp to keep him. Like, I know that sounds so crazy, and I know it's just like I just can't see them moving on. Like, this guy grew up, I believe it's Newmarket, so they're like it's like an hour out of Toronto. Like, grew up diehard Leafs fan. It doesn't sit well with me that this kid who grew up being a Leafs fan, who's been here his whole career, his lasting image on the team is getting booed off the ice in the last game. It doesn't sit well with me. He's going to put up 100 points wherever he goes. I mean, I've heard rumors Vegas, Florida, Carolina, like he's going to be a stud there. And I think once that pressure, because there's a lot of pressure of playing here, and we've seen guys leave, like Nazem Kadri left, he won a ring. Tyler Bozak left, he won a ring. Yeah. It seems like the debate I saw was who will win a ring first, the Leafs or Mitch Marner. It'll probably be Mitch Marner if he leaves. So I'm in the camp to keep him and just try it again. This was the furthest I've seen them go in my life. I would try it again. We took Florida to 7. No one's even had close to a competitive series against them so far, as we say before the Cup final starts. So I know the definition of insanity, yada, yada. Leafs are delusional. I would run it back one more time. We got the right coach. Our starting goalie got hurt in the first game against Florida. We pick up some pieces on defense, maybe strengthen out that bottom 6. I think we do have a better chance next year, and if we keep Marner versus if we don't.
I'm with you. I think the Toronto Maple Leafs should keep Mitch Marner. I think you have had this core for a while. I know you haven't had any real success because it's boom or bust in the NHL Stanley Cup with the Leafs organization and their fans, and you guys are freaking ruthless, to a whole nother level, which is understandable. It's like the Yankees, Cowboys, Lakers, Knicks, huge brand, like you've said in the past. But this is a guy who is 100 points per game guy. This is a franchise type player. I mean, he is the Wade to LeBron feeling of for how Austin Matthews and him, maybe not to the level of championship caliber or how they've played, but this is a really, really good player. I mean, he was a vocal part of the Four Nations Championship Canada team that they had back in February, which Canada won. For you guys, kudos to you. But you don't just go get rid of a guy like this. Now, if another team wants to play a bidding war, fine, you can get into that, but I don't see Toronto moving on from him or letting him go. If he does go, it'll be at a very, very high cost for another team. And how is Florida going to be able to afford a guy like Mitch Marner? You have to pay Sam Bennett after this year. So,
well, they're saying Bennett's going to be gone too, so that you kind of bring him in.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe that could happen as well. Bennett's making $4 million right now for Florida. He's going to command a lot more than that.
Absolutely.
Mitch Marner is going to command a lot of money as well. But for Toronto to break that up, and okay, fine. Let's just say you do get rid of Mitch Marner, right? He does go to another team, Vegas, Florida, the Rangers, whatever team it is. Doesn't matter. If he goes to that team, who does he replace by? Who do the Toronto Maple Leafs replace him with?
That's a great question. I mean, the Matthew Nyes, I mean, he's kind of come onto the scene recently. Like, he was a draft pick, I think, 2022, and
he's a free agent, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's a restricted free agent, so we do have first rights.
Right.
I'd imagine they re-sign him. I mean, he's still pretty young. I don't think they'll get like a super long-term deal because obviously he's probably going to get a big bag in a couple years. But I mean, yeah, you got to replace from within. There's not really a lot of I mean, I've seen a lot of rumors about Bennett to Toronto. I know Marchand to Toronto I think that was just engagement baiting, but that would be something to behold too. Marner, in my opinion, is one of the best 1B players in the league. He's not a 1A, but he's one of the best 1B players in the league. And he elevated Matthews. He helped Matthew Nyes become, help him get on the scoring sheet as much as he did this year. So I'd like to keep him. But I know Leafs Nation, like the minute this goes up, this guy's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about, blah, blah, blah. But we'll see. We'll see. I did an Instagram story where I was like, would you guys keep Marner? Am I delusional? It was like 70% said get rid of him. 30% said no, keep him. So that's kind of where the fan base stands at this moment in time.
And the last thing I'll make about this, I think that's kind of crazy, though, because he's a really, really good player. Now, okay, if you can go get somebody else that's comparable to a Mitch Marner or somebody on that level, 100%, no problem, fine. But it's not like Mitch Marner or those types of guys, you just replace them like tomorrow. It'd be like, I don't know, let's go the NFL or the NBA for a second. That's like the Lakers losing Anthony Davis or a player on that level of caliber, and you don't replace him with anybody. Now, the Luka Anthony Davis trade, of course, but that's a hard replacement to just replace. You don't just go replace an all-star player like that.
Yeah, the only argument is like there's people saying that he's going to ask for more money than the Leafs have, and obviously, we don't want to be in a cap hell for the next few years.
Right.
So if you don't replace him with a big name free agent, but you build up that bottom six, maybe bring in a defenseman or two, like we'll make playoffs next year. But this year, like we won the Atlantic, we would have had home ice throughout the entire playoffs, better record than any team. So maybe they don't play to that level, but they're definitely still a playoff team every single year. And who knows? Maybe if you do build up that bottom six and some of the guys, I guess, kind of get used to playing with that pressure and maybe step up in these big games. Who knows? I mean, how fitting would it be if Mitch Marner goes to the Florida Panthers and the conference finals next year is Mitch Marner and the Panthers versus the Leafs?
And Sam Bennett goes to the Leafs.
Oh, my God. I mean, this is like NFL level script writing here. It's unbelievable.
All right. Two things. One, who's a better player, Sam Bennett or Mitch Marner?
Oh, Mitch Marner. I think he's a lot more talented. Obviously, like the playoff knock is what people have on him. But we saw Four Nations. He had the game-winning goal in the first game for Canada, and he set up McDavid for that winning pass. So I think just like there's some sort of mental barrier that a lot of these guys have, whether it's playing here and it's too much pressure, the lights are too bright. That's only going to go away with time. So I think you just move on from him. You're pretty much telling the rest of the team, hey, guys, it's now or never. And I think we're on the cusp of something very special here. Obviously, I have to say that because that is my team. Yeah. But I do think, I think Ovechkin, it took how many years for them to break through and really make it to
for the Stanley Cup, it was he was there in
04 he got drafted or 05?
05 or 06. So it was at least 11 or it was at least 11 or 12 years at least.
Yeah, so Leafs are in year...
And nobody ever thought the Capitals were ever going to win a cup. Nobody ever thought that was going to happen. They were like, they're always getting there. Then they got there against Vegas, and then, you know, things just took a complete 180. They had the team, but I mean, it's a lot harder than people think. It's
for sure.
ridiculous.
It's the hardest playoff format in any sport. I think it's way harder than NBA, NFL, all of these teams.
I
it's
agree.
just like you got to win 16 games to win a Stanley Cup. And that's like, it sounds like not a lot, but it's a lot of games.
Well, you have to win that in the NBA as well, but the problem, the differentiating factor, the difference factor between the NHL and the NBA is one player in the NBA can take over. Like you've seen LeBron go on an insane run. You've seen Jordan. You've seen these big type players in the NHL. McDavid had to go to Game 7 last year against an insane Florida Panthers team, and they still didn't win the cup. Like one player, it's a massive factor in hockey in the NHL, of course, but the domination factor or the dominance level between NFL or NBA and NHL is completely different. LeBron can go for 40. McDavid might have an assist, and he played amazing, but they still lost the game. Like the dominance factor compared to NBA and NHL, I think I completely agree with that. It's so hard to win a Stanley Cup.
I mean, look at the Thunder. Have they had like a close playoff win? Like, I just watched that Timberwolves series. They lost one game, blew them out every other game.
One game they lost, and then the Nuggets game, the Nuggets were the closest to them, taking them to 7, and they lost by 4. They beat the Nuggets by 40 in that game. What? So, no, I'm with you. I personally think that the Stanley Cup is the hardest trophy to win, and I think majority of people, I think, would agree with that. But a lot of people don't understand hockey and understand the game of hockey because it's so hard to win a cup.
Yeah, I don't think that's a very controversial take, but obviously the internet
you would think otherwise. People hate hockey and they think it's easy, and it's not. But it's not. I mean, look at how long it's taken McDavid to even get to the cup, and now he's in his second one. You can't take him for granted. You really can't.
No, he's got 100. I think it was 143 points in 100 playoff games. Like, it's just the level he's playing at. And I think this is like a good kind of, so obviously, like, I don't know who's going to win the Stanley Cup, Edmonton or Florida.
We're talking about that now. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a perfect segue. I feel like on one hand, it's like, there's like all this narrative that like the Oilers, I think this is funny because we did talk about this last time I was here about Canada's team and how you wouldn't root for another Canadian team. There's a lot of Leaf fans. I won't name them here, but there are a lot that are throwing on the orange and being hashtag loyal to oil. And I see it. That's fine. I understand the Canadian patriotism. We need to win a ring. I don't get it. But also I think the only reason I'd want Edmonton to win is like, this era of hockey, like we'll tell our kids, grandkids, Connor McDavid was one of the greatest players of all time. But the only knock people will have is no championships, no rings. Well, so he gets one.
Right.
He gets 2 or 3, you know, that's when he starts putting himself in that Gretzky, Crosby conversation. Because skill-wise, for sure, he's there. But these guys won championships.
Absolutely. I mean, that was the same thing with Ovechkin. Ovechkin's nowhere near on the level of player as a McDavid or a Crosby or Gretzky. However, though, I think Connor McDavid is the most skilled hockey player I've ever watched in my life. I really
absolutely.
Skilled-wise, I don't think you could take it away from him. It's like, that's how I think about Mike Trout with baseball. I think Mike Trout is one of the most gifted, arguably the most gifted baseball player you've ever seen, along with Shohei Ohtani. No discredit to Ohtani because he pitches and he bats. But Mike Trout's swing is pure. His base running is pure. His outfielding is spectacular. Now, this was before Ohtani, so if you know the casuals out there say Ohtani, it's only Ohtani. Growing up watching Mike Trout, I mean, special. Growing up watching McDavid, special. Crosby as well. But I don't think Crosby's on the level of a McDavid. Crosby was great in his prime. I'm not going to discredit Crosby, but McDavid is just a whole nother level. I mean, this guy can take that. He gets into first gear and second gear like that. I mean, he's got the fastest burst of speed I've ever seen play. And then he's got hands, and he can play defense, and he's great in the corners. He is he's the next step up from Crosby, meaning like how Crosby is good at being a playmaker, some other guys as well. This guy is just,
he's the X factor.
He's the it factor. He's the LeBron of the NHL.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a good comparison, but like similar to Josh Allen, where it's like, oh, you need me to run? Okay, I'll go for a 50-yard scramble. Oh, you need me to throw a deep bomb? Boom, I'll throw it to whoever's out there. Like, he just has the ability to do whatever the team needs to win. Yep. And like you said, that turbo, like, you know, like you go to arcade, there's like racing games where you hit turbo and like he just has that ability. Like in the Dallas, was it game 5 where he just put on the Jets, and then do breakaway, and was able to like go as fast as he could to the net, stop, get the hands and score. Like it's just as someone who's like attempted to play hockey and like played like very, very low levels, to be able to do that on skates is like next to impossible.
Like I've played hockey my entire life, and I consider myself a good player, and I can play with a lot of, you know, high level guys, nowhere near on that level. But man, to do that in a game or a practice, to go all the way, stick handled and stop and then go back. I mean, he played with a defenseman in a Dallas Stars game where he chipped it around the boards, gave it back, got it, chipped it around the guy, got it back to himself, passed it. I think it was to Draisaitl. Draisaitl passed it to him. He passed it back, and then one more, and he went around the guy and he put it in the net. I'm like, how? Like Austin Matthews, I'm bringing your Leafs back up here, is a great player, but him and McDavid aren't even comparable.
No.
Like it's night and day, and it's crazy because Austin Matthews had 60 goals in a season.
69.
69. Yeah, you would hear that and you're like, oh my God, that guy, he's the best. No, there's another guy, Connor McDavid. Oh, he's got a teammate named Leon Draisaitl who's also 100 points per game, 100 points a season guy. Like it's insane.
Yeah, but like it's crazy to think that on that team, Draisaitl's the 1B, but you put Draisaitl on like
team,
maybe like 25, at least 25 other teams in the league. He's 1A
100%,
unanimously too.
100%.
You got two Hall of Famers on Edmonton right now. I mean, it's like Florida, I think, is the more well-rounded team if you go forward, defense, everything. But like, there's just the two X factors in Edmonton that you just don't know what they're gonna do any given night.
But that's what that's how it was. That's how it was. That's how it was last year as well. With the Stanley Cup with McDavid and Draisaitl, and they were down 3-0 in the series, and they ended up coming back. So I mean, it's crazy to think about, and I don't know. Are we going to see Calvin Pickard in this series? Is he gonna be the goaltender? Is it going to be Stuart Skinner? Like, what are we going to see here? You know,
I'm excited. I think I'm definitely like. This is very reminiscent of that time in the NBA where it was Cavs Warriors every year. Like you just look at the way these two teams are built. There's no reason that we couldn't see Edmonton and Florida in the finals next year as well. Yeah. So I'm excited. I mean, I'll go. All right, just for the purpose of putting it out there, I think Edmonton will win. I'll go Edmonton 7 games.
Wow. Okay. I will take the Edmonton Oilers as well. I think home ice comes at a big advantage in this series. I know last year as well, they were down 3-0. It went to 7. Florida had home ice, and Florida's been an absolute dog on away this year because they beat Carolina on the road in 5, and then they beat Toronto as well in 7. They beat did they beat the Lightning on the road as well?
Yeah, 5 games.
Yeah, so they've been the road dogs. So, you know, that's how they've been this entire postseason. But I just think that there's something up McDavid's sleeve. He is so hungry for a cup, the Four Nations thing. And you know what? Another thing, I don't know if you saw this, but Gretzky, he lost his first cup. And then I said this to you, Crosby lost his first cup. And then now McDavid is in those shoes as well. Lost to the first team that they played, and they replayed them the next year, which is remarkable to think about. I think the script writers have this written perfectly. I've got the Edmonton Oilers winning this series in 7 games as well. Maybe even 6, who knows? But I really think in 7. And I think McDavid cements his legacy and gets his first cup this year. He won the Conn Smythe Trophy last year, and they lost the freaking Stanley Cup. I mean, that's insane.
Yeah, that hasn't happened. I think there was a goalie in Philly of like many moons ago.
It was 1972, I think.
Yeah.
3 before that,
something
like that. Yeah, I mean, this is the comparison of how LeBron should have won the 2015 NBA MVP and the Finals MVP to how McDavid won like last year. Like, there is no way in this world that Andre Iguodala should have won the Finals MVP over LeBron James in 2015. And that's how I saw it last year. Like, Panthers fans like, no, Bobrovsky's winning. Just Kachuk's going to win. I'm like, no, McDavid deserves this Conn Smythe more than anyone on either team. That's how I think of it too. And people get salty that the opposing team that loses should not get the championship trophy MVP. No, they do. It is a team game. I know it goes to the best player, and that's how it should be in football as well. If that player outplays that other player on the opposing team, he should get it. Why wouldn't he? He outperformed everybody.
That's like What Super Bowl was it where the Eagles beat the Patriots, but Tom Brady had the most passing yards in a single Super Bowl of all time, right?
That was the 28. That was the
2018?
2018. That was in Minnesota. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
what LIII. Yeah, that was the Brandon Graham strip sack at the end of the game there. Yeah,
Yeah.
they lost 41-33. I'm pretty sure Brady had the most passing yards. I think he threw for what was it 505?
It was over 5, and it's like that was
Yep.
the first time I had saw in the NFL where it's like, does the Super Bowl MVP have to be a guy that won it for the team, or could it be someone else? And I mean, it didn't happen. I don't know if we'll ever see that Super Bowl just because it's like it's such a QB driven league.
Yeah,
and I feel like they're like the stars. Like it almost feels like there's a tiered system in the NFL when it comes to players. It's like QB, wide receiver, sometimes running back, corner, stuff like that. So I just feel like the quarterbacks just have such a level of prestige in the NFL that it's just it's not comparable to any other sport.
So how are you feeling about the NBA Finals coming up this Thursday with the Thunder and the Pacers?
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I haven't watched much of the NBA playoffs. Like I enjoy watching basketball every now and then. Like, and I'll definitely tune in for the finals because it's the biggest game. I watched a few of the Knicks Pacers games because they were close and it came down in the fourth. And I mean, I'll be honest. My level of passion in the NBA has definitely dropped off over the years. So yeah, I'm excited for it, but I look at the betting odds. It's like OKC's minus 750. So it's like, are we going to see a repeat of that Timberwolves series where OKC just wins by 30, drop a game, and then win by 30 at home? Like, I hope it's not. I hope we get an intense series, but my level of interest in basketball, like it could be swayed by this series, but I just don't have the same passion as I used to when we had the Cleveland Cavs and Warriors every year, and it was just battles every single night.
So a few things about this upcoming NBA Finals series, and people have been asking me, Joey, what do you think? What do you think of this? What do you think of that? I have said since the beginning, aside from the Lakers, I thought OKC has been the best team in the NBA all year long. They deserve to win this championship, and they were the best team out of the 4 teams remaining with OKC, Minnesota, Indiana, and the Knicks. If you were to ask me, just blindly looking at this series, I'd go OKC in 5. Now, if you still want to break it down, I would still say OKC in 5 because OKC is going to win game 1 Thursday night. They're going to win game 2 because they've been exceptional at home all postseason long. They went 68-14 in the regular season as a whole. Indiana will probably win game 3, so it'll be 2-1, just kind of like the last Minnesota series. And then it'll maybe be kind of close in Indiana for game 4. And then Minnesota or OKC will win that game, and then they'll go back to OKC and they'll win that game in 5. So I think Indiana has a chance of winning 1 game in this series. The only reason why they have a chance is because they'll get home court, and everyone's like, well, you're sleeping in Indiana. They're deep. I don't think they have the firepower. I really don't. I just think OKC is on a whole nother level right now. And I think it's a mismatch between Shea and Tyrese Halliburton. I think the Thunder are overall well-rounded, a better team. And then you can go to Siakam. He's been here before, experienced Toronto Raptors, of course, when they won that championship in 2019. I just don't see it. I really don't. I think Indiana's going to rely too much on their role players. And OKC, then you have Chet Holmgren. You go to him. Then you go to Alex Caruso off the bench. Then you go to Jalen Williams, who's been exceptional. So, you just have, so much depth from OKC, and I think it's their championship to lose. And I think Indiana is very lucky to be here. I know that they beat the Knicks, and I know Boston, kind of flubbered out this postseason, which was weird. But if there was any team I think that could beat OKC, that if they were in this with them, Boston. Of course, they lost to the Knicks. But if you want to give credit to Indiana for being here, maybe it's a better series, but I think at most this goes 6 games at most, but we'll see. I got OKC winning this series in 5. Shea will win finals MVP. He's got the regular season MVP. They got the best record. He's been the best player in the NBA all season long. I know everyone loves to give Jokic that crown, but he beat the MVP, the former MVP in the playoffs. They went to 7. They dominated them. He outplayed Jokic in that series, and he won the MVP, and he deserved it. So I know people are going to, a lot of people are going to give me, shit for that or whatever, but I think it's OKC's championship to lose. I really do. And hey, is this a dynasty starting if OKC wins this championship? Because all these guys are really young, and all the draft picks that they have as well.
Yeah.
I mean, who's not to say that they don't get another star next to Shea?
Yeah, I was watching Pardon My Take. I think it was yesterday, and Big Cat was saying he had Caruso on the show, and he's like, how does it feel to think that this could be the worst OKC team to win a championship? Because they're
Yeah.
just going to be so deep and acquire picks over the next few years. I saw their names in the Giannis sweepstakes. I mean, they could just run, just dominate the NBA for the next few years. And the Giannis thing I think is really interesting because he's such a good player. And again, this is just the Toronto media circus. There's mutual interest there.
Yep.
I mean, I'd be all the way back in on the NBA. Giannis comes to Toronto, I'm all the way back in. I think that's kind of where my NBA passion dissipated because only show TV.
Yeah.
They show Raptor games. Raptors just lose all the time.
Yeah.
We're tanking, but we also don't know how to tank because we have the 9th pick. And last year we didn't even have a pick. So I don't know what they're doing. But you bring Giannis in, all of a sudden, all the way back. I will put a Raptors banner up somewhere in the background here.
So fun fact here, I love this as well. And this is another thing too about the NBA is, oh my gosh, it's too small market team. Nobody's going to watch the finals. Yes, they will. It's the NBA. People are going to watch the NBA finals. Indiana's first vying a championship since 2000, first time since 2006 that two cities are vying for their first NBA championship, with the Miami Heat, who won in 2006 against the Dallas Mavericks, and the Thunder. I don't think they've ever won a championship, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
because
they made the finals with KD and Westbrook and Harden. I remember they lost to Miami.
That was 2012. Yeah, they lost in 5. Imagine that team losing. So, and then Indiana, I don't remember the last time they went to the NBA Finals. Hey Siri, when was the last time the Indiana Pacers went to the NBA Finals? Hey Siri, when was the last time the Indiana Pacers went to the NBA Finals? 1980s, 90s?
Did it work? Siri say nothing? No.
The Indiana Pacers have appeared in the NBA Finals only once in the year 2000.
2000.
Oh, wow. Okay. Would that have been
From
Reggie Miller, or am I dating myself there?
Did Reggie if it was right at the end of his career. It might have been. I'm not don't
that
don't
just
quote
shows
me on
my,
that, but
my ball knowledge here, just getting cooked.
But that's crazy. So the Indiana Pacers haven't made the finals in 25 years, which makes sense. It's cruel to see them. It's a massive storyline. They have, like I said, they have a very high octane offense, but so does OKC as well. OKC is arguably the best defensive team in the NBA for the regular season, along with the Orlando Magic. And if you're telling me the Denver Nuggets took the OKC Thunder to 7 games, the Indiana Pacers are going to absolutely, there's no way. There's no way. Unfortunately, I just think that this is their finals to lose, but it's cool to see. I mean, Rick Carlisle's been here here before as well because of the 2011 finals with the Dallas Mavericks against the Miami Heat. He played for the Boston Celtics in his prior career. So Thunder don't have really the experience other than Caruso. Siakam has been here for the Indiana Pacers, but I think that it would, be very well likely OKC wins this. So, but also too, your Toronto Raptors potentially might be linked to Kevin Durant, him and Giannis.
These stories I see every single summer. KD to the Raps, Giannis to the Raps. They both like Toronto. Everyone loves the city. They play here every single year. So, I mean, it wasn't surprising when I saw that come up. I was looking at the betting odds. I think they're like plus 1,000 to get them. I think the Bucks have the best odds because re-signing. I think the Spurs are up there, Thunder up there. But yeah, I mean, I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, we all fell for the Ohtani stuff. Do you remember when Ohtani was between the Dodgers and they made up that bullshit about the plane landing and it was a fake plane? And we were so close on Juan Soto and we were so close on all these players. Like, I'm so sick of hearing this stuff. Well, I believe it when I see it. I will believe it when I see it. I have a couple friends who are Raptors fans that say there's more truth to this than there have been in previous years. But again, like, why would this guy go from a team that's like a perennial playoff team every single year to a team that's been in the shitter for the last 3 or 4 years? Doesn't make sense to me.
Well, if he were to go to the Raptors, him and KD, they'd perform their own way, and they both have the keys. But I mean, he has the keys in Milwaukee too. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he just wants a fresh change of scenery. But why would you go to the Raptors, if anything? Why would?
That's what I mean. Like we're not a good team. I just remember towards the end of the season they're tanking, and then they're putting their bench mob in, and bench mob starts winning games, and then we had like a top 5 pick for the longest time, and then obviously the odds go crazy, and then we get the 9th. It's just. I wish the NFL did a draft lottery. I saw someone talking about that on Twitter. That'd be fun because then there's no tanking or there's no teams that are just pathetic every year. Like, imagine the Bengals got the first pick and they got like Travis Hunter. That would have been crazy.
That's crazy. That actually is an insane thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Because the Mavericks literally got Cooper Flag.
Yeah, so they lose Luka, and they're still gonna have Kyrie, AD, and Cooper Flag,
and Klay Thompson.
Come on.
Like, obviously Kyrie's hurt with an ACL injury, but man, it's like, I mean, that's literally insane. Like, I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think the NHL had a crazy one too. The Islanders, who had like a 1 or 2% chance of getting the
Yeah.
first pick. But I think next year's the big NHL one. There's this guy Gavin McKenna who's like lighting up the WHL. He had like
Mhm.
120 points in like just like a 40-60 game season, and he's like, I think he's 16 or 17 right now. But like they've been talking, I've heard his name for like years now. Like he's signed some endorsement deals in Canada and all that. He's going to be like a Bedard level prospect by this time next year.
I want to see the Sharks take off eventually with Will Smith and Macklin Celebrini.
Yeah, he's gross. This guy's actually, I think, No, he's Bedard's cousin, not Celebrini. Sorry, McKenna. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. I love seeing the young guys do their thing and stuff, but I think that would be awesome to see Macklin Celebrini and Will Smith like lead them to the playoffs. Sharks have been they've been shit now for years.
Oh yeah, when they
Like-
lost Thornton and like, because they had a bit of a run there.
Yeah, they
Thornton,
did.
Marlowe, Pavelski, like they had names.
Thornton, Marlowe, Pavelski, Tomas Hertl was on there as well.
Logan Couture, yeah.
Logan Couture, Brent Burns,
Oh, Brett Burns, yeah.
Peter DeBoer was the head coach as well. Oh my God, what was that goalie's name?
Ottinger. Oh, you're talking about
wasn't it Pekka? Was it Pecorino? No, he was. No, it was somebody else.
for which team?
San Jose.
Nabokov.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
Evgeny.
right. Evgeny Nabokov, dude, that team was so fun to watch. And
They had
play
a
with
run
in
there,
NHL.
yeah.
They did. They were a powerhouse in the West for a while, and now they just suck. But I mean, that's the nature of it. But I think Kevin Durant is going to get traded. I really do. I just don't know what team it's going to be. Could be the Rockets, could be the Wolves.
Ooh.
I don't think he's going to want to go back to the East. I think he wants to stay in the West. But it'll be interesting to see what team trades for him. I could see the Rockets putting a package together for Kevin Durant. I really could. They have the draft capital. I don't see OKC doing it, especially if they win this championship. There would be no reason why to.
Yeah.
I just feel like that would be a headache to take on. Your core is already good enough. Why would you need to add a Kevin Durant to the mix? I don't see a Golden State reunion. But it's going to be some team that has assets, but also a team that's going to want stuff back in the trade as well. Like Phoenix isn't just going to give Kevin Durant up for a bag of chips. Like it's going to be maybe the Knicks. I don't know. Nah, I don't know. That's the East though. I don't know. I do think Kevin Durant 100% gets dealt this summer. I really do.
Well, I don't know if we feel bad for Durant or point the finger at him, but like since the Golden State run, like the Brooklyn experiment was a failure.
Yep.
The Suns experiment was a failure. Like
Mm-hmm.
this will be now like third time's a charm, hopefully figuring it out. But I mean, this was a guy who was, I mean, he's still, again, I'm not the biggest basketball guy, but is he still looked at as like a top 5, top 10 player in the league?
He's looked at, I would say KD's a top 10 player. I don't know about top 5 because you got Jokic, you got Shea, you got Tatum, you got Anthony Edwards, you got
Is Luka in that conversation yet, or is it still
Luka, AD? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's Kevin Durant though. It's still KD. So
Yeah.
if you want to say that he's top 5, you can. I mean, maybe it's crazy to say, but Jaylen Brown.
He's not a 1A anymore, is what you're saying.
Depends on the team. Yeah, he is. He
Okay.
definitely is. He would be 1A on the Knicks for sure. He's better than Brunson. He's better than Towns. He's better than Bridges. He's better than Anunoby. He'd be 1A on the Pacers. He'd be 1B on the Nuggets. He'd be 1A on Miami. Yeah. KD's
Okay.
still a 1A,
Okay,
100%. Yeah. I mean, he'd be 1B on the Lakers or however you want to go about that with Luka.
Oh, yeah. The NBA is just, it's ridiculous. Like
I think
the storylines, and we joke about the NFL being scripted, like Luka getting traded as LeBron's in like the back 9.
Yeah.
The biggest team in the league needs a new face, and they bring in Luka, who's young and marketable and all this. It's just, come on. And then the Dallas gets the recoup with the biggest prospect. It's ridiculous.
It's literally the NBA is its own reality show. But yes, now that I think about it, now that I go team by team and stuff, yes, Kevin Durant would be 1A on
good.
Yeah, he'd be 1A on. Well, I guess Wemby if you want to say that, but he'd be 1A in Sacramento. He'd be some team is going to 100% trade him. He'd be 1A on the Nets. God, I keep going now. Oh my gosh, yes.
Nets, yeah. No, that was a bad take. That'll be my this guy doesn't know ball take from this podcast.
Yeah, probably. But who cares? Honestly, whatever. But next one though, Karl Anthony Towns, is he going to get traded? I know he just got there and they did the massive trade last offseason with the swap between him and Julius Randle along with DiVincenzo. Some people said that Knicks organization and front office is frustrated with Karl Anthony Towns, but I think you run it back with this team. I really do. I think you had a lot of success. You built a roster to beat Boston. You did that, so you succeeded in that aspect. Maybe Tom Thibodeau plays his bench a little more. Maybe this core needs a little more time, because people tend to forget, just because you make a trade in one off season or a season before, it takes time. Like, basketball chemistry isn't just overnight thing. Like, this Thunder core has been brewing for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
This Indiana core has been brewing for a while now. That coffee has been brewing. It hasn't just happened overnight. So I think you run it back with this Knicks core, unless they get an insane offer. I mean, hell, the Suns traded Mikal Bridges and got 5 first-round picks, and then I think they messed around that with the KD trade. But I mean, Mikal Bridges demanded 5, Gobert or 4 was Mikal 4, Rudy was 5. I mean, these
trading is such a wild
it's
thing.
It's insane. So,
and then you look at what Luka went for; it just doesn't make any sense.
Right.
How these trades work.
And the thing is too, people tend to forget there's only one ball to go around. So you stack all these superstars or all these all-star type players. Brunson's the guy in New York. He's not gonna give up the ball for Kevin Durant to come into the picture. Kevin Durant would unfortunately have to be 1B to Brunson, because that's Brunson's team. He's already solidified himself as a top Nick in playoff history already. The numbers he's put up and how he's been able to put them in these positions already. So yeah, Kevin, I don't know. I don't see the Knicks trading Karl-Anthony Towns unless it's for an insane offer or it's an offer that makes sense for them. But does another team want to take on that contract as well? It's all about contracts too, because if a player is still under contract, you're taking that money on.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, there's not as hard cap penalties, right? You just pay that luxury tax, and you
pay that luxury tax, and you get absolutely hammered. Like, the Celtics are going through that as well this offseason. That's something that they're going to have to go through with Porzingis, with Brown, Derek White, Tatum.
What happened to Porzingis? Like, it was just such a weird, bizarre injury. No one said anything.
I don't know. I know people like to troll on
sick. He couldn't play.
Twitter,
I saw HIV was something that was like people were talking about. So I don't know. I don't
know. I mean, it's the NBA. I mean, Wemby got blood clots earlier this year. Or I mean, a few months ago. It's like it's Chris Bosh got him. Like, it's weird, man. These athletes are supposed to be the healthiest of healthy, and then these random injuries happen. Also, too, it doesn't help when you're 7'1" or 7'2". Your body's not supposed to handle that. You're not supposed to be that tall. So I don't really know, but I think Boston's going to have to. Either Boston pays a luxury tax or they do some sort of trade this offseason. I know they were championship or bust this season. Unfortunate, Tatum got hurt. I think it was game 4 against the Knicks. He tore his Achilles, so he'll be out most of next year as well. So that'll be interesting to see. I still think Boston will still be probably a 4 or 5 in the East, maybe a 3, maybe, but it depends on what they do. It really does.
Yeah, the East, I guess, is wide open. Like, Butler's really gone. Giannis could be gone. Tatum's going to be out. Like, the East, I guess that's kind of why people are, like, pushing this Raptors, Giannis stuff. Because, like, the East is just up for grabs. I mean, Cleveland, I think, like, they were so good regular. I will say one of the few teams I would watch regular season was Cleveland, because they were just so good at everything. And I love Donovan Mitchell.
Yep.
I mean, Garland's sick. Like, I like watching that team a lot.
The Cavs were supposed to be they got knocked out by the Pacers. Nobody expected that. Everyone expected Boston and Cleveland, and in the West, OKC versus whoever else. But that was a shock there as well. So Indiana, man, they're going to be right back in it next year as well. They, especially with these injuries and the East being wide open, they're going to Indiana's going to be. I don't know if they'll get back to the finals, but they'll be in contention again next year. And who's not to say they don't pick up a free agent or two?
Yeah, it's just Indiana. Do you want to go play in Indiana? I guess it's like similar to Milwaukee.
Indiana, Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. She's the biggest star there. Unbelievable.
One of the biggest stars in sports right now.
I love like I won't really watch WNBA, but if I ever see Fever on, and she's injured right now, but when she was playing, I was just like, holy cow, like she's so electric. She's pulling up from half court in like the first quarter. It's unbelievable. She's the Steph Curry of women's basketball. There it is right there. And she's moving merch. She's a stud. Like, that's crazy. Like, even the stats on there are just unbelievable.
All the accolades that she, I mean, it's so funny. Like, we'll briefly talk about this here. I love it because so many fans like can't handle her success and how good she is. And now that she was just at the Indiana Pacers Knicks game and she did the Brunson.
I saw that.
She did the. I loved it, dude. She is so fun to watch. She is changed the WNBA forever. And I was talking to some friends a couple days ago. Lisa Leslie was in the WNBA. She was a big name. Cheryl Swoops was in the NBA years ago. Candace Parker, Maya Moore. They never had the effect like Caitlin Clark has. I mean, she has changed around the WNBA forever. Revenue wise, I mean, I think Forbes ranked her as I think she was one of the top most influential athletes of this past year.
It's only going to go up,
and it's
too.
only going to continue to go up. Like, I mean, it's so funny. The ticket sales for the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever games are just through the roof because of her. It's not because of Angel Reese. Like, it's not even, it has nothing to do with Angel Reese. I know people love.
Not according to her. She says she's as big
I
of a
know.
draw as Caitlin Clark.
Oh, I'm sure she does. Dude, the whole thing that they like to play with the race thing is ridiculous too. It's just two basketballs playing basketball.
Listen,
stop making it about that.
It's working though.
Oh,
it's
I know
working.
it is.
I'll never forget.
The media loves it.
The day that game was the Thunder Game 7 Nuggets, and you go on Twitter, no one's talking about the NBA.
No.
Jokic versus SGA, 2 MVP can. People are talking about Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese during the NBA playoffs.
Oh yeah.
That's when the light switch went off in my brain. I was like, okay, this shit is going to be very, very big for many years to come.
Yep. And it's remarkable to think about because Caitlin Clark got hurt last week with a quad strain. She's been out now for almost over a week, and the Commissioner's Cup is on tonight. They play the Mystics. That's how good of a player she is because they haven't won one game since she has been off the court. That's how important she is to the Indiana Fever. Take away Angel Reese from the Chicago Sky, I guarantee you they don't lose really any impact. The impact is not there. That's how much of an impactful player Caitlin Clark is.
Absolutely.
If you were to talk to 13, now there's 13 WNBA teams because the Valkyries, aside from all those teams, if you were to put GMs in a room or owners in a room, they would 100% take Caitlin Clark. They would say, yeah, there's a reason why she went first overall. There's a reason why all these jerseys have sold because of her. Like, why the WNBA is officially on the map. And I know the New York Liberty are a good team with Sabrina Ionescu and Brianna Stewart and Natasha Cloud. I keep up with all of it as well. So if people just sit here, I only watch the fucking WNBA because of Caitlin Clark. No, there's other players as well, but she is the reason why that players are getting the revenue or the attention and the respect that they deserve. They're basketball players, but she has brought a different light to the game, and they can't handle that. Asia Wilson, of course, she's on the Las Vegas Aces. Minnesota Lynx have Neficia Collier, as well as some other players. The New York Liberty have John Cole Jones. Those teams are really good. They're in much better position.
You know your stuff.
Yeah.
You know your stuff,
yeah.
WNBA.
They're in a much better position. This is only a second-year Indiana Fever team. Aaliyah Boston out of South Carolina on the Indiana Fever, DeWanna Bonner, who they picked up from the Connecticut Sun this offseason. Kelsey Mitchell's a great player out of Ohio State. She's been there for a while. So Lexi Hull, who they drafted as well, like they're a young and up and coming team. But to sit here and say that Caitlin Clark isn't the reason why the WNBA isn't on the map, it is the only reason why. And she was actually, I think she was second behind MVP voting already to start the year, which is very preliminary and early, but that's how much of an impact she has on the WNBA. She's already second all time in triple doubles for crying out loud.
It's just getting started. Like, you think the Olympics 2028, it's in USA. Yeah. She's going to be the captain of, or whatever, like the face of Team USA women's basketball.
Right.
So she's going to get that global push. I think Nike's already given her a contract. I mean, the endorsements are going to start rolling in. She is most marketable, like arguably the most marketable athlete in North American sports right now. Arguably, yeah.
Also, too, last thing I'll make about this, which I love about it, is LeBron wished Caitlin Clark good luck before the season started, and social media bots and casuals couldn't handle it because Caitlin Clark's white, and she's a good basketball player.
Yeah, it's just silly.
But that shouldn't have anything to do with it. She is a basketball player. It couldn't matter if she was purple, she was orange, she was blue. Who cares? She is bringing a light to your game, and why wouldn't players want to shout her out? She is, and two, it's also great for the younger fans as well because they can grow up watching her. She could be the Brady of the WNBA. She could be the LeBron of the WNBA.
She probably will be.
Yeah, exactly. And they're growing up getting to watch a player like that, and she's fun to watch, man. Oh,
it's so electric. I can't sit through a full game, but if she's ever on the court, I think it was the Fever game against Chicago, pulls up from half court 2 minutes in the game, splash. I was like, holy cow, this is so fun. Toronto's getting a WNBA team next year. I don't think that happens without this Caitlin Clark surge in WNBA popularity.
Hey man, the Valkyries got a team now as well. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Toronto's getting a team next year. I saw the McDavid video. I don't know if I don't follow him on Instagram, but I saw his video. It's like a brand deal he did. It's like, we're getting the Toronto's getting the team, and then he throws the ball, and then it passes.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't see
Bedard. So yeah, but hey, man.
Hey, when the
I'm all
Toronto Tempo play the Fever, I will be there. I want to see Caitlin Clark live. Just as exciting as it would be if LeBron's here or Curry's here, I want to see Caitlin Clark live.
Oh yeah, I do too. And the tickets are honestly aren't that expensive, surprisingly. Like I've looked because I thought like, oh my gosh, they're super. No, they're not that bad. They've made it like that last year, of course. Maybe when this guy played the Fever because of the whole narrative and the drama between Reese and Clark. But other than that, like.
It's good for the sport. Rivalries like that. It's just so good for sport and growing the game. Well, and Angel Reese, like, I don't know if she's aware now, but she's playing like, you think like WWE, she's playing the heel so well. I'm the best. I'm the reason people are watching. All the fans are ignorant. The race, like, whether she's doing that consciously or unconsciously, it's working. And she's building like a heel persona. And Caitlin Clark's like the baby face, the good guy. Like, it's just, they're doing such a good job. And the fact that more people were talking about that than the NBA on a Game 7 tells you everything you need to know about what the direction that sport's going.
Did you ever see the flagrant foul at the beginning of the season between those two?
Oh, she threw her down
and she threw her down or whatever, and she came at her like all this. Like I watched that back so many times. Angel Reese actually fouled somebody else on the play, on the exact same play before Clark. And that's a basketball play. But Angel Reese can't handle that because of how good and how successful Caitlin Clark is and how good she has been. It's a basketball play. It's just basketball. But for her, and I remember too, they asked her in the media, she goes, oh, it's just basketball. She doesn't want to answer it because she knows it's the truth.
No, it's fantastic.
Listen, the rivalry is just getting started and it's only going to continue to arise. But we got to talk about this one here. Stefon Diggs finally reported to Patriots voluntary OTAs. I know he was on the boat last week with the pink substance. We don't know what pink substance that is. Do you know what that is? Because I don't know what that is.
Never once been offered that in my life. No.
I don't even know what that is. And then they were like, should Stefon Diggs be released? Should they release him? Should they? Whoa. Wait a second. He's given out a substance to girls on a boat. He didn't. There's no reports that he did that. They can drug test him. And if they drug test him and it comes back, which I don't think they are, they said that they don't have any plans of releasing him, but it seems like he's on a short leash right now because of all that stuff.
Yeah, we were talking off air. It reminds me of when AB came to New England and he was on a short leash too. He obviously had that. I think because Brady liked him so much and there was that chemistry building there, obviously they wanted to keep him happy. But I remember Belichick was like, keep your I guess results on the field. Don't do anything off the field. And then unfortunately the off the field stuff is what got him released. But I don't know. I when I saw Vrabel's interview when they asked him about it, he didn't seem too like he seemed like he almost was aware it was going to happen because he's like, what I talk about with Diggs is our own private conversation. So I don't think it was as bad as people made it. Obviously, he gave the substance. We didn't see him do the substance. And like you said, drug testing, we don't know if he's on the substance, but it's voluntary OTAs. You know, what people weren't showing this level of rage when Aaron Rodgers is in Costa Rica doing ayahuasca last year during OTAs. No one said a word about getting cut, but because it's New England and it's Diggs, and it's just
I don't know. I don't know, man. I there's so many ways you can take it as of course, but to say that they should release him because this is ridiculous. Like, it's voluntary OTAs. He doesn't have to be there. Yes, it's a good look for Stefon Diggs to be there because it's a new team and you're trying to you're trying to give a good impression of yourself and this and that, and your rookie quarter or your second year quarterback now, but he doesn't have to be there. It'd be different if he was skipping out on OTAs. They're voluntary. They're not mandatory, and it does look like it looks a bad look or whatever. But it's so funny, it's so fitting because Cardi B literally came out on Instagram posting a picture with him like the next day of them hanging out and like them at the Knicks game. So it's like nothing ever happened. And to be honest with you, man, it'll get swept under the rug. I really don't think it's that big of a deal. People are making it way bigger than what it has to be. They're not going to cut Stefon Diggs because he was found with a substance in his hand that there's no proof of him even doing it. It'd be different if he was in the video and he's snorting it or he's eating it. He's not, or putting it up his nose. He's not doing any of that, or putting it in his lips, whatever. Or, no, he's not doing any of that. So let's pump the brakes on that. Let's see how it goes. And at least he reported, at least it actually, on another light, it's actually good to see him practicing practicing because of his ACL injury. So seems like he's going to be good for week 1.
He was waving at the media. How you guys doing? Like he was
Yeah.
laughing, having a
Oh,
good
yeah, he
time. Like
doesn't care.
I don't think he cares. And I don't think the Patriots view it as serious as I guess like the mainstream
As
media
the mainstream
did.
media made it out to be, like one of the Patriots guys, Scott Zolak, said, "Oh, I think there's rumblings and reporting, so they could really release Diggs."
Yeah, it's
I
just
don't think so.
clickbaity, whatever.
I don't
It's
think so.
OTAs.
I mean,
The
it'd be-
NFL offseason's so long. People are just like myself included, struggling to find content out of anything, and
those
that's
guys
just
are
one of those instances.
yeah, and those guys are bored as well. You Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes and were on a side quest 2 nights ago or whatever, partying or an award show or doing some charity thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, like how about
they're adults, they're humans, they can have fun as well. Okay, he's on a boat. People would probably go crazy if he was fucking drinking out of a bottle on a yacht.
yeah.
Or he's doing zins. They would find something, or he's vaping, or it's like anything that they can find that they'll nitpick. It's because it's New England, it's a big market.
God forbid men have hobbies.
Yeah, God forbid he's on a boat and he's having fun. Now, it didn't look good for him and Cardi B, but she didn't seem to care. And it didn't look like he wasn't flirting with the girls either. I didn't see that. Did you?
Well, so I've seen this video a few times now. They're like, he's like, who brought y'all on the boat?
Yeah, I
and
saw
they're like,
that.
Daddy did.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah. Daddy.
If he has a crazy season, that clip's gonna be used in so many TikTok edits of Diggs going off. Like, Daddy did.
Did you see that? I saw a TikTok one of it was a clip, like an edit of him on the boat or whatever, and then also him in his Minnesota days, and they're asking the players in the Minnesota one, who would you let's find Diggs date your daughter? Oh no,
Yeah.
and then they keep flashing to that, and then like they flashed at him, I guess, like, signing a cheerleader's ass or something. I don't fucking know, dude.
He's a wild dude. I mean, I've seen some other stuff on the internet. I probably can't even say here. He's a wild dude.
Yeah,
he's a wild dude.
Hey,
but
man, what those guys?
So I mean, if he can hit 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns, 70 plus receptions, sure, do whatever you want.
He signed for $70 million. He better fucking be there for OTAs. Maybe not voluntary, but OTAs. He better be there.
Well, I saw like in the like structure of the contract, there's like an easy out for New England after year 2.
Yeah,
so I feel like you either flip him at the deadline to like a Chiefs or someone that need a receiver if someone goes down, or it works out and he becomes a staple of this team for the next 3 years. Who knows?
He got his guaranteed money as well.
I'll tell you this. I saw the NFL schedule release, and I think it's week 4 or week 3, Patriots versus Bills in Buffalo, Sunday Night Football. The Diggs return. I will be there. I'll definitely be there. That's the only game I saw on the schedule that I circled. I was like, whatever it takes, because Buffalo's not that far from here. It's like an hour and a half with traffic.
Yeah.
I will be at that game, 100%.
I low-key want to get a Diggs jersey because I think it'd be so freaking
Me too.
hard. But the thing is,
same
I don't
number
know.
as me.
I know.
Same
but
number.
I don't. Kobe too, but I don't. That's why he said he picked it. But I don't know how long he's gonna be there. So it's like I don't want to spend $120 on a jersey, and his ass is only there for a year or two.
The Gonzalez 0 jersey was one I was looking at too.
It's hard.
Like the 0, they just re-released, and having a 0 jersey would be pretty sick.
A white Diggs jersey would be kind of hard. I don't know. I got the blue May one, but I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know if he's gonna be. He might not even be there that long. So it's like, well, I don't know if I really want to waste that money unless I can hit a sports bet or something. If
you win like a big parlay, Diggs cashes your parlay, you buy his jersey.
Or just take like a money line bet or whatever, or just like Thunder minus 700 is not gonna really
for the pure shenanigans of that game where Diggs is in Buffalo. I would consider buying the Pats Diggs jersey just for that. But like, I mean, I've seen some stuff. I want to be home in one piece. I want to be able to see them the rest of the year, not just die in week 4.
You might get split into 2 pieces. But how about this though? The Browns. Oof. What is going on with the four horseman quarterback situation? You got Kenny Pickett, you got Shedeur, you got Flacco, and you got Dylan Gabriel. Is Shedeur going to be the starter at some point of this season? Is Flacco going to be the guy? I think Joe Flacco starts the season as the Cleveland Browns starter. He shits the bed. They're not going to go to Gabriel or Pickett, and then I think they go to Shedeur.
I agree. I mean, just like the numbers don't lie. I mean, you look at Cleveland, there's like, what as a fan, because also like one of your longtime favorite players, I'm sure everyone has jerseys, Nick Chubb, he's gone too.
Yeah,
and your big quarterback, you spent all this money on, you paid him handsomely, you gave away your future picks, he's gone too. So how do you sell tickets? Shedeur. I mean, he's the number 1 selling rookie jersey. Exactly. Like he's got the clout. Obviously, people think that's a bad thing, but to a casual fan or people trying to make, memes and all that. Like,
Yeah.
he's going to draw some eyes to that team whenever he starts. The fact that every
100%.
time there's a Cleveland Browns practice, Dylan Gabriel does well. What does this mean for Shedeur? Shedeur does well. What does this mean for? It's ridiculous.
Of course, it's all for media. And the thing too, no, you're absolutely right. The thing too is Kenny Pickett, really? He's not going to, no way.
Super Bowl champion, though, Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, I know. Ooh. But the thing is somebody's going to get cut. Like, somebody is going to get cut. I don't think it's going to be Gabriel or Shedeur. I think it's going to be Pickett. I really do. Because I don't think they're going to cut Flacco for the veteran presence. Unless Flacco, like, sucks it up, which I could very well see that.
Well, Flacco could go back to his couch, and then they'll call him in week 15. He'll be there. It lights out.
Exactly. So I think it's Pickett. But I do think Flacco starts the year. And, it's a really big, topic right now, because Flacco had remarks about not being just their mentor, have stirred discussions with the QB room. Like, of course there's competition, 100%.
Yeah.
So you put those 4 out there, and you know what? I think, if you want to go with Flacco for experience, but I think you should judge it off of this offseason and training camp and see who performs the best, and whoever performs the best out of all 4 with the starters, with the players around, should be the starter by week 1. That's how you should go about it. And if you just want to go off of, you don't think Gabriel and Shedeur have the experience, fine, push those 2 to the side, let them compete amongst each other, and then go with Pickett or Flacco. Don't just go off of Flacco because he's got the experience and he's been in the NFL for years and he's been on your team. No. How about you go with a real quarterback competition, which I'm sure they're doing, and judge it off of that way. Don't just go, Flacco's got experience, we'll throw him out there week 1. No, don't do that. See who the best quarterback is performing out of those 4, and then make your decision. That's how they should do it.
What a swing and a miss by Hard Knocks for not doing the Browns.
Yeah.
Just the Shedeur camp battle, that would be one of the most viral things that Hard Knocks have had in a very long time. Mm-hmm. I mean, look, the Patriots drafted 2 last year, right? Milton and May. Obviously, the draft position that they took them kind of tells you what they thought. But look, both guys got a shot. And Milton was able to swing a trade for him to get him out of there. Mm-hmm. But who knows? You don't draft 2 QBs with the intention of just letting one go. You're probably going to want his value to be as high as possible, whether it's Shedeur or Gabriel. Ship him off. And then you got Flacco in that room as a veteran. I think they won't be exciting to watch, but like that QB situation alone is just going to make them such a circus all year. Yeah.
Dude, their what's it called? Their roster, and their schedule. Their schedule's brutal. They might win 3 games, maybe 4. Like, I know they were terrible last year, but their schedule's really hard.
They're going to be. And then next year, the top of the draft is another QB. Are they going to just do it again?
Arch Manning. They very well could, because they made the whole trade with the Jacksonville Jaguars with the Travis Hunter sweepstakes as well, and they picked up Mason Graham out of Michigan. So they traded the 2nd pick. Everyone thought they were going to take Hunter. Then they traded that. But there is no way in this world that the Cleveland Browns cut Shedeur Sanders. You know how fast people would be on the phones? That would be like, that would literally be like Tim Cook being fired by Apple. He would be picked up instantly by another company. That'd be like the Lakers cutting LeBron. I'm sorry, maybe not to the level of play,
not talent, maybe just like name value,
but name wise, oh my god, you know how many teams would grab Shedeur? I still can't believe he fell to the 5th round. There's no way they cut him. I know they were talking about that. If he gets outperformed, they're going to cut him. No.
Well, it reminds me of like the Tim Tebow situation, where it's like, that's such a name that, like, whether you like football or not, the name. I'm sure Shedeur is like kind of entering that territory, especially with like the stuff he's done with YouTube and all that, and Deion Sanders' son. Like, he's just going to have such a name presence, like, just like content wise. I'm like salivating at the fact that like we got Shedeur Sanders content to do. I think it was the day of the draft when they took Dart, when the Giants took Dart first round instead of Shedeur. I made a video about, you ever see that movie Zoolander?
Yeah.
Where like Zoolander thinks he's going to win the award. He goes up on stage and it was Hansel. Like, I made like a parody of that, and I was like, oh, Shedeur draft night. And had like 500,000 in the next day. And that kind of told me, I was like, okay, Shedeur's the draw that I exactly think he is. And it's just going to be great for videos going forward.
Yeah. Oh, I'm with you. It's polarizing. It's just like talking about Bronny for the Lakers, or like that big name. And it's freaking Deion Sanders'
the perfect, son. Okay, that is the perfect analogy right there. That is exactly Bronny for the Lakers. 100%. That's a great one.
There is no way the Lakers are going to cut Bronny.
Yep. He's just like a name. When's he going to play? When he plays? What does he do? All of that. Yeah.
He sells tickets. Why do you think, like, everyone's like, look, I think LeBron James should retire. He's not going to. He's waiting for the other son.
Yeah.
He's 100% waiting for the other son to get into the league.
the Lakers played in Toronto. I think this was January or February.
Mhm.
People were chanting, "We want Bronny" during the game because they wanted to see him so badly.
What
Like
do you-
LeBron James in like the pinnacle of his career, I guess the back nine, people are chanting, "We want Bronny" in Scotiabank. It was unbelievable.
What do you think Shedeur Sanders is going to bring to the Browns this season? When
Nothing.
what like no, meaning like how like people will say we want Shedeur, or like
we want
fans?
Sanders? Yeah, people are gonna go crazy.
We want Sanders. Oh, 100%. Every home, every away game, the amount of pressure that is going to be on the Browns front office of their organization, their coaches, their head coach Stefanski to put in Shedeur. Oh my gosh, it is going to, especially when they start losing games.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And when they eventually fire Stefanski, guess who's going to be the media #1 pick for them to be their coach? Dion. And it's just going to be unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be a media circus. It's awesome.
This isn't stopping. This is just getting started. Like actually, like I know everyone says like when Lakers with JJ Redick with LeBron or whatever, LeBron wanted JJ Redick. You can't tell me LeBron didn't want JJ Redick. He was the voice for that.
Yeah, they had a podcast
together. Like people aren't stupid, man. The Browns know what they're doing. They drafted Shedeur for a reason. You think they're gonna cut him? You think that GM Andrew Berry is gonna cut him? No way. No.
He's the #1 selling rookie jersey, and like you got so many stud names: Genty, Hunter, Cam Ward, who went first overall, is getting outdrawn jersey sales by a 5th or 6th round quarterback. It's unbelievable.
No media attention at all. And he's the best quarterback in that class.
He's looking good. I saw some highlights. Like he's pretty. Oh no, he's dying. And they got Calvin Ridley still. Like I think he'll be okay.
I think he's going to be really good. But have you watched any TV shows lately?
Severance.
Oh, you did. I haven't seen
unbelievable.
Season 2 yet.
I highly recommend. Oh, season 2, yeah. The season 1 finale, I think, is one of the best episodes of TV I've ever seen.
Really?
I'm like really in the hype of that show right now. I'm loving it right now.
Have you watched Sirens yet on Netflix?
Sirens, no.
It's with Kevin Bacon, Julianne Moore. It's pretty good, man. It's only 5 episodes, but it's weird. Like okay. I don't want to spoil I don't want to spoil anything for you, but like the way it starts and the way it ends and the way like it is in the middle, like there's just so many plot twists. Like you're at the end and you're like, huh? What? Like I don't know if they're gonna have a season 2, but it's definitely worth checking out. It's only 5 episodes. It is pretty good. I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. It's very weird. It kind of gave me like White Lotus vibes a little bit, like kind of like those weird type shows, but it's nothing like crazy on the level of that. It's like, did you watch The Perfect Couple on Netflix with Nicole Kidman?
I don't think so.
Okay, no. So that one is good. It kind of gave me those type of vibes as well. But like I said, it's only 5 episodes. It's definitely something I would check out. Did you watch You from Netflix?
I haven't seen the new season yet, but I'm all caught up. Have you started the new season?
Yeah, I finished it. I watched the first week it came out. I won't spoil anything. Okay. But you got it. You definitely.
That's one of those shows where it's kind of like, all right, let's get to the end here. We're bringing it on too much. At least like the first season I thought was epic, second season epic, and then we're kind of just like, all right, let's get to the end here. I'm gonna keep watching, but let's get to the end.
Wait till you see the end, or just wait till you see how it all unfolds, and you will be like, wow. Excited. Like it, you know how it is. I mean, Joe Goldberg as Penn Badgley does an amazing job. He is an amazing actor.
What a creep! I know he's so good at that role.
He is so good at that role. The narration of the voices is just through the roof.
Another one I watched, it's on Apple TV, The Studio. Like Seth Rogen made it. And it's about I haven't watched it yet. It's like it's really good. It's cool. Okay. It's quick. It's like 8 episodes, like 20-30 minutes each. Quick binge. It's like he's like a film. He's like a movie studio producer, and like every episode just very like chaotic, like days in his life, and there's so many celebrity cameos and like how he's like balancing the job. It's really funny. Someone I know who's like an actor. He's like, it's like the perfect depiction for like what it's like on set and how chaotic it is. So I'll check it out. I really enjoyed that one.
I think it was ranked 3 or 4. Another one I started, Your Friends and Neighbors on Apple TV.
Okay,
with John Hamm. That's ranked number 1.
I've heard that one's really good too.
It's pretty interesting. It's kind of fucked up. It's like a wife cheats on the husband with the friend type thing, and like he works for this finance company or whatever, and then he goes broke and he starts like robbing like the rich neighborhood that he's a part of, and like he's hanging out with one of the girls. It's like a very like family oriented weird situation. I thought it was like an action crime type thing when I saw the headline of it, but I'm like, it's not like that at all. But it is good. Yeah. It's worth checking out. I think I'm on episode 3 right now. But The
like
last
that.
one I had to mention. Have you ever seen Happy Gilmore, the first one?
Oh yeah, love that movie.
I've never seen Happy
Really?
Gilmore. No,
Wow.
I know. People are going to say, what the fuck? I've never seen it, but I have to watch it. I know Adam Sandler, the golfing movie, but the second one comes out this July 25th.
Yeah, I saw the trailer. So if you see the first one, they make like almost too many references to the first one in the trailer because I'm like, is this just a money grab, nostalgia piece? Let's get as many celebrities as we can because
Travis Kelce's in it.
Travis Kelce's in it, Bad Bunny's in it. There's a couple WWE people in it. Like, it's a pretty like they loaded it up in terms of cast. So my biggest concern, because we've seen this before, where it's like we remake an old popular movie and kind of make it to 2025 version, and it doesn't live up to the hype. Like, if like Happy Gilmore, as a hockey fan, you'll enjoy that movie because it's about a hockey player who becomes a golfer because of his slap shot. So you'll enjoy that movie. Yeah.
Okay. It's like, it's good though?
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of Sandler's funniest movies, and it holds up to this day. But like, I'm watching the trailer for 2, and I'm like, oh, you would really like that one for sure.
All right, so I'll have to watch that because I'm excited about it. Yeah, Travis Kelce, Ben Stiller is in it.
Yeah. Well, Ben Stiller was in the first one.
Okay. Oh, he is?
Yeah. Oh, that's what I mean. Like, there's a lot of references to the first one. If you watch the trailer, that you're like, oh, okay. So my concern is like, is it just a big nostalgia piece? Here's what we do 25 years later.
Are you shocked that they even that they made a second one?
No, because it's a money grab. I mean, like it's like Sandler has the deal with Netflix where he can just do whatever he wants, and some of these movies suck. Some of these movies are really good.
Yeah.
And then
the basketball one. What was the basketball one?
Oh, that was really good with
LeBron.
with Uncut Gems with Kevin Garnett.
No, the Sixers. He's the
the scout. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Queen Latifah and
yes,
Cruz. What was the?
Yes, with Anthony Edwards.
I'm gonna look it up right
what's
now.
it called? That one was good.
Basketball movie. Hustle.
That's right.
That was
yes.
That was
That
it wasn't
good.
like it was a serious type movie. So like he has range. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for, like, obviously I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
But I just hope it's not one of those puff pieces. Like, they remade Ghostbusters, it didn't work. They remade Men in Black, it didn't work. They remade the superhero remakes are just they're not hitting. It's very rare that you can have a sequel 25, 26 years after the original and it holds up to the same audience. But I'm curious. Definitely watch the original. I think that's like a really funny sport. I don't know if you consider it a sports movie because it's comedy, but it was really funny.
No, they do. They on here they say they consider it one of the sports. It's one of the sports GOATs comedy.
That does surprise me as a hockey fan that you haven't seen it, because I know because it's a golf movie. It is very hockey.
I've never seen it, but people are gonna give me so much shit for not seeing that movie. Like, I think
it might be, you're gonna get cooked. It
might be crazy that I've never seen it. I know what it is, of course.
Yeah.
But like, I just have never seen it. My friends are gonna go, Joe, you've never seen Happy Gilmore? No, I've never seen it. But I mean, nearly 30 years after its original release, it's coming back. Yeah, it's a hockey.
You ever the Claire from Modern Family? She's like the protagonist female lead in that movie too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't. What's her name? Do you know her
I don't
name?
know her. Julie Bowen. Julie Bowen.
That's right. Yeah, that says it right here. Yeah, from my notes. Okay, yeah. So I'll definitely have to check it out. What would you rate it?
I mean, as far as like sports movies, comedies go, it's definitely an 8. Like, it's pretty funny.
It is.
And like, there's just
Sandler's also an idiot. So
this is Sandler's prime, right? Like Billy Madison. This one.
I've seen Billy
Daddy,
Madison.
Like,
I've seen Billy Madison.
So like, that's when Sandler was just controlling the movie comedy market, and then he had a run in the 2000s, and then now it's been very hit or miss. Like, you ever see Jack and Jill, where he plays him in his one of the worst movies I've ever seen?
Yeah. Isn't he in Click too?
Yeah, that's his movie.
Yeah, Click.
But he's got like rom-com, like he's been all over the place.
Okay, Grown Ups is hilarious.
I love that movie. I know people poo-poo that movie. I love that movie.
All three of them are great.
Yeah.
Grown Ups is great. What's another one that he was in? There's so many, dude.
That's My Boy with Andy Samberg, where he's like his dad.
I don't think I've seen
that's another funny one.
I don't know if I've seen that one. I mean, I've seen a handful of them, but I don't know if I've seen that one. But Happy Gilmore, that's on the list.
Oh yeah, no, I'm surprised that you haven't seen it, and like this is definitely one of those where it's like, Joey says he's a sports fan, he's never seen Happy Gilmore. How does he even So
no, it definitely is. Like I said, I mean, now that the second one's coming out, I definitely have to watch the first one.
Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about the second one.
You are?
Like I giggled at the trailer, but it was only based on lines. Like they literally took lines from the original and used it in the trailer. I'm like, oh, okay, this is like a nostalgia
Do you remember when
piece.
they remade White Men Can't Jump with Jack Harlow?
I didn't watch the remake. No,
Did you watch the original?
honestly, I haven't seen the original either. Is this one I'm gonna get? This is my Happy Gilmore.
Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes.
I've seen the posters and the memes, but yeah, I've never seen.
Okay, I'll watch Happy Gilmore. You watch White Men Can't Jump.
I like that.
The second one is kind of Jack Harlow. I think it's Klay Thompson's ex-girlfriend. Is it Chanel? Is it Chanel Iman? I think she was in that one. Yeah, it was all right. It was okay. It's kind of funny. I think Drewski's in that one as well. I think he's in there, but the original's amazing with Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, just the minute you say Jack Harlow Drewski, I kind of already know what I'm walking into here with this.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure there's probably a bunch of social media influencers in the second Happy Gilmore too, because you got to think a lot of people that are gonna watch that movie were like not even born or aware of that original when it came out. Like my parents showed me Happy Gilmore when I was like 13 because it was before my time.
So I'm saying, so I wasn't even born. So like, I mean, for me not seeing it is, I mean, maybe if like you consider yourself a movie sports bug or just a movie bug, you'd have seen it. But
yeah,
I mean,
no, 1996 it came out. Yeah, I was born in 99.
I wouldn't even have seen it, or like, I mean, I know about it, but like, I'm not like, I haven't gone out of my way to go back and go, I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah. Well, my dad like loves golf, so like that was like a movie he was really fired up to show me.
It's like
when I was
stupid
younger.
Funny though, right?
Yeah, it's very funny.
Okay.
I'd say it's one of Sandler's.
Is it PG-13 or R?
PG-13, but like that era PG-13, you can get away with a little bit more.
Right.
I would top 5 Sandler movies. I'd put it in the top 5 Sandler movies.
Okay, like have you ever seen? Okay, you probably haven't even seen this movie. You ever seen? Oh my God, why am I blanking right now? The Tom Cruise movie with Jerry Maguire. Have you ever seen Jerry Maguire?
No.
What? So like Jerry Maguire is a great sports movie. Tom Cruise, Show Me the Money with Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh, that's where that's from. Okay.
Yeah,
like I've heard that before.
Okay,
Waterboy's another Sandler.
With
with
Baby Jake.
Yeah,
but
I didn't love that movie.
Yeah, it was all right. See, that's what I mean. Like, but Jerry Maguire is an amazing movie. Like, that's actually based on a true story.
I'm writing these down. Like I've heard of these movies, and it's one of those. I'm probably gonna get killed for not have seen these two.
Not seeing Jerry Maguire. Oh, yeah. I mean, okay. I can't.
Just your visceral reaction was enough for me to kind of
because I love Tom Cruise, and that's probably another reason why. But it's also a sports movie. Like you've seen the Mighty Ducks and all that.
Oh
right?
yeah. Of course.
Okay, so then so it's like in that same ballpark that you've seen. Did you Invincible?
Slapshot?
Yeah, those are like pornos, man.
They're too far they're too far back. Yeah,
those are literally like X-rated movies. Like they're funny, they're hilarious, but man, you've seen Invincible, Mark Wahlberg, right?
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So like it's on that level. So maybe it's a crime that I haven't seen Happy Gilmore. However, though, Jerry Maguire is amazing.
Yeah. No, I'm writing a list down. My other one, sports movie. Like again, this is like a silly, goofy one. Miracle? Longest Yard.
Yeah, Sandler's in that, isn't he?
They're at the prison and they got to make the football team. Like I don't know if that counts as a sports movie.
No, it is. It's football.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that one so many times. Great. There's also so many wrestlers in it.
Like, you've seen Remember the Titans?
Yeah.
Okay. Ain't no mountain high and low. The great one.
I remember in school they made us watch. Here's another one, Rudy.
Oh,
yeah, classic.
But is Happy Gilmore up there with Rudy?
No, it's hard to compare the two because like Happy Gilmore's like slapstick, like it's like a sports comedy movie. Like I would like what you're saying are like more like
nostalgic,
real sports movies, inspirational. This is just like a goofy not stoner comedy, but kind of like you have some buddies over. It's late at night. Let's throw on Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, so it's like that. But yes, you've seen Miracle, of course.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but I think those are the sports movies that I consider like nostalgic. Like
Any Given Sunday, I'd put up there too. My dad showed me that one. Jamie Foxx.
Other than the Remember the Titans one, there's one with Dennis Quaid. That's because I can't think of it now.
Oh, can I tell you the worst sports movie I've ever seen, or one of the worst sports movies I've ever seen? Draft Day.
I never watched it.
Oh, Kevin garbage! Costner. I watched it before the draft, and it's just like
I heard it's nothing like it at all.
No, it's completely unrealistic. Kevin Costner, I love Kevin Costner. I'm a big Yellowstone fan, but man, that movie sucked, and it was just so unrealistic. And like, I guess because my fandom of NFL is too large, it was just such an insult to like fan intelligence of like what the moves are made that I was like, this is disgusting.
Did you ever watch Concussion? I heard that was really good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So
It was sad, but
I
like
heard
Will Smith
that-
does a really good job in that
But
one.
I heard that one is like legit, and even
Yeah.
though like the NFL was pissed about that,
It's a
because,
true
like,
because it's a true story.
yeah,
Yeah.
the NFL was pissed about that because all that stuff came out, and they didn't want any of that to come out. Like,
I
there
mean,
was
you
a
got like
whole-
Antonio Brown right now is like living proof of that fucking movie concept. It's crazy.
I haven't seen it, but I know about it. I would love to watch it. But another Will Smith movie that's great, Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh, classic.
Man,
That's
man,
like my
dude.
mom's favorite movie.
Dude,
Whenever
there's
it's on
so
TV,
many-
she'll just lock in. And
There's
watch
so many good movies out there, man. But yes, I will definitely have to check out. I'll definitely have to check out Happy Gilmore.
that. Jerry Maguire and White Man Can't Jump were the two. I
Jerry
have to check
Maguire
out.
clears White Man Can't Jump, but Jerry Maguire is like you have to watch Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, I've heard that one's like highly revered.
Oh, Tom Cruise does an amazing job. Like, if you like Tom Cruise,
I do.
he does
I do.
amazing. You ever see? Yeah, that's that. We'll stick to sports in that one. Risky Business is not Risky Business is another Tom Cruise movie. Great movie all the way. All the Right Moves, another football movie.
Are you a
with him.
cinephile?
What's that?
Like it's like you're like love movies. You're obsessed with movies. Like you're a big movie
I
guy.
like movies. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I mean, like, I would say that I'm a big movie guy. Yeah, when it comes out, I want to watch it. I want to watch it right away. Did you watch the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni movie?
No, I just
It
saw
Ends With
the
Us.
controversy around that one.
All
I
that
mean, I
stuff
was locked
going
in on all the drama, but I never saw the
Dude,
movie.
that I don't even know how to explain all that drama. However, though, the movie It Ends With Us is fucking insane. You should
Ends With
watch
Us.
that.
Okay.
You haven't. It's rom com. No, it's not rom com. Well, it's romance.
I was gonna go
it's
see
like-
Sinners, the new Michael B. Jordan one. I
Yeah.
heard that's really good.
Did you watch the movie with Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell that came out last year? Anyone? but
No, no, I haven't seen it
you?
yet.
Okay, so I'm a movie bug then.
yeah, no, you
Yeah.
you got your like. I think I go through phases where it's like TV shows or movies. Like I'm in a TV show
So like
phase.
when the new movie comes out, if there's a new movie that comes out on Netflix, I'm watching it right away.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I watch it right away. Like, I just get it right off the bat. I took a while for me to watch It Ends With Us, but I never read the book. I was supposed to, but like if the movie comes out, I want to watch it right away. I really do. Like, especially if it's good
Yeah.
and it has that feeling, or like then like I still need to see Mission Impossible in theaters. Which,
Yeah, me too.
They're just so freaking long, man. They're just.
I know, but that's when it's like you treat
It is.
yourself. Like
You have
that's
to.
like that's not a movie you can watch at home. That's a movie you need the big loud.
You've seen
explosions
Top
and the
Gun, right?
giant
You saw the
screen.
original Top Gun, right?
Oh yeah, that was both of them were awesome movies. I
Yeah.
really liked the sequel. That's that we were talking about when they remake movies and they suck. That's one of the few instances where they remake it or sequel and it was really good. So I really enjoyed that movie.
Top Gun was amazing. Their first one and second one. Supposedly there's a third one in the works as well.
No, I mean that movie made so much. What is it, 2023 or 2 years? Like that movie made so much money.
Do you like Miles Teller?
I do.
He's a great actor.
Project X, yeah.
Paramount Plus, there's a show on there. Oh, it's a making of The Godfather. It's
Really?
I can't think of the name of it on Paramount Plus. I'll send it to you. But
Okay.
that came out like 2 years ago on Paramount Plus. It's like the making of The Godfather, the show. That's actually a true story. It's based on a true story. It's like the Miles Teller plays the real actor of the guy. I can't think of his name, but that's a good one as well. There's a new movie coming out, F1 with Brad Pitt.
I saw the trailer.
the trailer.
My buddies are big F1 fans. They were telling me about
I'll
that.
probably go see it. Brad Pitt's a great
I'll watch
actor.
that. I watched Drive to Survive on
Okay.
Netflix. That was like my intro to F1,
Mhm.
and like I like the behind the scenes stuff. But it's funny, the actual races for me I couldn't get into,
I
but
can't
I
get
love the
into it.
behind the scenes drama.
There's a Netflix one about F1.
Ah.
There's a Netflix series or a documentary about F1. I think it's
The series is Drive to Survive, where they go like
There you
behind the
go.
scenes and they
That's what
interview
it is.
drivers. Yeah, that was like
Yeah.
my intro to the sport, and
Okay.
I really like that show.
That's
It's kind
something-
of like it's like Hard Knocks, but for F1.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
something I would check out because F1 like it's super popular now.
Oh yeah, even the NBA one, starting 5, I watched that too. Like I love the
I did
behind the
too.
scenes sports stuff. Like
I did too.
the episode with LeBron where like he explains what he goes through in a day to get ready for a game. It's just like I was so like I came out of that show with a newfound respect for him because it's
Yeah.
like games at 7 p.m. But like his game day starts at like 8. Like it's a 14-15 hour day for this guy just to play.
Well, he was on him and Steve Nash did the podcast with Luca this past Sunday, and Luca was like, I got to the arena and LeBron was there at like 9 a.m. before the game. The game's
Yeah.
at like 7. I'm like, dude, you can
The stretching routine, the hot tub, cold tub, naps. It's so disciplined and
Quarterback-
it's so impressive.
Quarterback, wide receiver. I watched those on Netflix as
Mhm.
well. Those are really good as well. But I had to ask you this here. You saw the Taylor Swift news last week, right? With her reclaiming her masters.
Yeah, I saw. So I had someone explain it to me what that means, and I have come out of it as a newfound respect for her because she's just making millions of dollars now.
What did you think about it? Like, did you ever think she was going to be able to get back her masters?
I didn't really know too much about it. I just kind of saw the financial side of it. Re-released all her old stuff under her own label, so she makes money. Now she owns the original, so she's making double income on all this stuff. Like, as if this girl needed to make more money. I mean, hats off to you.
360 million. Did you see some of her some fans were saying that she was scamming the whole time and this was all planned?
Don't do that
on social media. Yeah, no, like people are coming at people in the comment section saying that she was scamming fans, that this was all planned. I'm like, come on.
I don't know. I think like she's on a level of superstardom that it's hard to fathom, I guess.
360 million she bought them back for. And she's making that money back now.
Well, the way I think about it is like her tour. So like she only was supposed to do 3 days in Toronto. They sold out in like 10 minutes. They added another 3 days. So Rogers Center, where the Blue Jays play, like Blue Jays couldn't sniff 35, 40,000. She had 60,000 plus for 6 nights, and the tickets were like average $1,000. So you do the math there. That's just 6 nights in November. She's just milking in money. It's unbelievable.
While the Eras Tour movie came out on Disney Plus in theaters, making 2 albums while she's getting her music back, making all of this money back, she was playing chess, not checkers.
Is she a billionaire yet?
Time.
I mean, she's got to be close.
She's at 1.6 because somebody said to me earlier that she was the richest musician in the world right now. It's actually Jay-Z at like 2.5 billion, but still.
But Jay-Z is because of other investments. Like Taylor, it's all music.
All music. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to say just as a musician, yeah, she's the most.
She's like
she's the most.
Travis Kelce's a gold digger. That's clearly what it is.
She's the most influential, richest artist we have right now. I mean, the fact that she got all of her music back, 6 albums is insane.
Just being in Toronto when she was here, like there's posters everywhere. Every single bar you go to has a Swiftie menu. They're doing bracelets. Like just her like impact on the economy is just unbelievable. Like it's almost like a Super Bowl level where it's like Taylor Swift week in Toronto, and they did 2. It's just seeing it, and like I walked by the stadium one of the nights of the show just to get like curious, and I was like, oh my god, people were lining up at 3 p.m. Doors open at 7. Like
that's crazy.
That's just I don't know if people are doing that for Bills games or Chiefs games. Like they are doing that for her.
No. She's brought a whole nother level to the NFL, to this pop culture world, and now she's getting her music back, and you don't have to feel guilty listening to 22. Like, are you even going to listen to Taylor's version anymore? I probably will, but I don't know if other people will.
Yeah. No, I mean, I wasn't like super aware of all that, but like the first thing when someone explained it to me, I was like, that's a lot of money. Like that was my first. I was like, wow, that's a lot of money she just made.
I mean, like 360 million to buy it back is insane.
How old is she? 30? She's got to be 30.
She is
got to be late. Got to be 30. 32?
35?
Oh, okay. She's getting
because
up there.
she was born in 1989.
Oh, okay.
So she would be
36?
6, yeah. So she'd be 36 because she's the same age as Travis Kelce.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
Because her birthday is December 13th.
Oh, we're talking money. I'm sure he got a nice payday for being in Happy Gilmore too.
Her birthday is December 13th, 1989. Don't ask me why I know that. I know all that stuff.
Are you a Swiftie, Joey? Is that what we're explaining? Was that what we're exploring here?
Yeah, no, people know.
Okay, you are.
I mean, I have a whole Taylor Swift playlist.
Okay.
So, but yeah, the cat's out of the bag.
No, I like a few of her songs. I'm not going to sit here and say that I like. She's got hits. You know what I mean? She's got hits. Yeah. And she's been relevant since we were in like, I remember middle school, high school dances. They'd play Taylor Swift songs, and the girls would freak out. Like,
well, now you don't have to feel guilty because it's her music. So which even feels better? I can listen to 22 now without the feeling of, oh my god, it's not Taylor's version. Nah, it's hers now.
She's just so smart because like every single girl and maybe even guys in the world, when they turn 22, what song are they listening to? Like
22.
She's just she understands the game.
Do you got a top 5? Do you got a favorite 5 or no?
I mean, like I can name 5. I don't know if I can list them. Like, I really like the one with Kendrick. I forgot what it was called.
Oh, Bad Blood.
Bad Blood. Blank Space. I really like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Trouble.
Trouble. You mean I knew you were Trouble.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Trouble. I almost did the singing there.
I mean,
like We Are Never Getting Back Together. Like that's
Oh,
a
yeah,
classic.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
when you look
So
back
you
on this
like all
era,
the-
that's a big one. So like
Yeah.
I like she's been around for forever.
So long.
I think I gave
so
you 4
long.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Any of the newer ones? No.
I like the Vigilante shit. I really like that song.
Oh,
From the new album. Or
from
maybe it's a
TT
deep cut. Oh, maybe I got you there.
Maybe
I
might
got
have.
you there.
Maybe you did. Well, from her recent album, TTP.
Yeah.
Then you have, of course, then you have Lover, and you got Midnights. Yeah, sorry, she came out with 3 albums whilst the whole music stuff.
Like
was
now
coming out.
now you're making me Google it because I'm like, what am I forgetting here?
Well, because she has 10 albums. So you had 3. Taylor Swift recorded 3 albums: Lover, TTPD, and then Midnights.
Yeah, I think it was off. I'm looking at it now. I think it was off Midnight. That's what
Vigilante?
it was.
Is that it?
Yeah, Vigilante shit. I believe it's called. I actually like.
I told you I have a whole Taylor Swift playlist.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you ever see that video? This is off topic, but like, I think she was at like some restaurant in Kansas City, and someone's like, "Hey Taylor, tell Travis I need over 50 yards today." She's like,
No.
"What?" He's like, "Yeah, I need over." Like he was just fucking with her. She had no idea he was talking about gambling or fantasy or something.
Yeah,
She's
We Are
like,
Never
"Okay,
Getting Back
I'll let
Together."
him know."
Yeah.
She's like,
No.
"I'll let him know."
No, I haven't seen that.
No, she's
But-
cool. When she started in the sport, obviously it's like, what is this girl? Is she trying to use the NFL for leverage? And then I realized, no. The NFL's
She-
using her for leverage, other way
leverage.
around.
Nah, she loves football, and you know what? The last thing, this is.
Well, every time you see her in the box, she's got a drink in her hand and she's cheering. I'm like, that'd be me if I was at the game. So I fuck with that.
This is your Swiftie homework right here. You have to listen to All Too Well.
The album is that an album or a song?
No, this is Red Taylor's version. This is Taylor's version album.
Okay.
This song, the Taylor's version, All Too Well, is 10 minutes long and it's amazing. You gotta listen to it.
Okay.
That's one you gotta listen to. All Too
Okay.
Well, all 10 minutes is so good.
Yeah. No, I wish like it's funny because like
I wish I would've seen her
like
in
when
concert on
the
Air
Taylor
Store.
Swift stuff started, I was like very anti just because like that was like the cool thing to do on the internet.
Oh yeah.
Like I get it now. Like it's like imagine, like the NHL, like there's that TikTok girl that was dating one of the someone on the Ducks. Trevor Zegras was dating Dixie D'Amelio or Charlie.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
the NHL should abuse that. Invite her to games, put her on camera, do all this, and you'll bring in that whole new young female audience on this. But maybe not. I literally, this is a true story. There's a girl I used to work with 2 jobs ago. Her sister is such a big Swiftie and knows nothing about football. Booked a flight to Kansas City and got tickets to a Chiefs game just to be in the presence of her and potentially run into her.
Oh, I believe it.
I think, what?
Dude, the Swiftie fandom, like, like I know it's like there's no football on right now or whatever, but like the fact that she just got her master's back last week, like, is just.
But the Swiftie fandom is like a higher income skewing fan base and that are willing to spend the money to see her and pay for stuff that may not be affordable for the average fan.
The NFL knows that as well as her team and stuff and all the merch that she's come out with. And now you have all the Blake Lively stuff that she's going through right now because she's got dragged into the whole It Ends With Us stuff because Blake Lively and her, and now they're not talking anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't want to get on Taylor's bad side, that's for sure.
Oh, I've been there before with the internet. It's just it's not a safe place.
Did you read her letter?
No, I didn't read it. I didn't.
The letter she came out with last week, getting her music back.
I saw this video on Twitter. It went viral. This girl was like crying that Taylor Swift got her music back. And I'm just like, that's like the level of dedication these fans are. Like,
yeah, and like it's crazy. Like that is their president.
Mm-hmm.
So
actually, yeah, I guess I did shed a tear when Brady left New England. So you know what? Maybe that's their version of that. So that's fine.
Oh yeah, I mean, I shed a tear when Brady retired twice and left the Patriots. So I get it.
No, were you a Bucs fan when they had that run?
Yeah. Oh shoot, what the hell happened?
You timed out?
I don't know, Mike. What?
Yeah, I remember as being a Tom Brady fan.
I guess it did. I don't know, but well, all right. Well, guys, that does it for us. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Inquisitive Mamba podcast. Thanks again, Prince Hudda, for coming on. You can follow his Instagram at @theprince_hudda. Well, hopefully we'll have this out by tonight. You can follow the podcast on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcast. Follow my personal Instagram at @thejoymunroe. Follow the Prince Hudda on TikTok. And then subscribe, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. But thanks again for tuning in. I guess our camera died. It just glitched out on us. But we'll see you guys next time.